Oh, I brought you something close. That was something you see. You want you. There's nothing to do but believe. Just believe. Just believe, yeah. NFK music. There's still a lot to believe in out here. No. Oh, yeah. The nigga doing good for his first assignment. Yeah, a little bit late, but it's perfect timing. Said you got it bad for this, but you not as worse as I am. A diamond in the rough to a perfect shining. Just adding muscle to this track, you know, working iron. Besides, the track is already fat, but the work that I am putting on it like a tornado, you not avoid the sirens. I'm the realest to a tiger, and that's no lying. Yeah, started with the dream and the humble beginning. By any means, scheme through the seams that come from pretending. Yes, but only if the situation asks for it. And for that cash for it, a nigga with glass for it. Lot of advice in the room, but there are no tips on how to handle this weight. Moving like the cargo ships. For that money and fame, the nigga just wanna achieve. But my conscience telling me, when are you gonna believe?
Then to Hits 107.3. No one knows hits like we do.
Join Fresh, you gotta Shazam it. Coming through loud and clear. It's Power 102 Jam.
It's our perspective. Represent you comes the truth. Respecting you all know. Right around is what you chose. Perspective. It's just the point of view, the odds and the outcome, based on how you move. It's our perspective. Represent you comes the truth. Respecting you all know. Right around is what you chose. Perspective. It's just the point of view, the odds and the outcome, based on how you move. Based on how you move. My brother Kel, you on mute still. Need you to jump on.
I'm here, brother. I'm here.
Man, he said what? The odds and the outcome based on what? How you move. Not how they move, but how you move. Welcome to Perspective217. It's your boy P.
And this your boy Kels.
Yes, sir. On this nice, fine Thursday, December 2nd of 2021. Man, this year is almost over, Kel.
Yeah, man. 2021, man. It's a wrap, man. It's brought a lot of challenges, a lot of uphill battles. We lost a lot of great people, man. You know, we're still dealing with it, man, as we speak, man. You know, family members, loved ones. So we definitely want to send our condolences out and prayers and just you know, just the Lord watching over, man, everyone, you know, because, you know, a little bit different, man. And it seems like, you know, some of the mandates have been lifted when it comes to the COVID situation, man. People are still hurting, you know, people are still suffering. So, you know, we just pray for everybody, man. You know, that they got the strength and
Absolutely. For everybody tuning in, Kel's on the road right now. He didn't want to not do the show, so he went ahead and jumped on in with us. But man, so I'm gonna skip the how you been for this go round, just because there's a little delay, and jump right into our special guest. So for all these listeners, this is a person that I had heard her songs and seen her like perform and whatnot, but didn't really know who she was, right? for many years. Like I was like, I knew the song, but I didn't know the name, right? But this person right here is a dope R&B artist that started out singing gospel, right? You know what I mean? Out there, which most of our great singers do. And most of them seem like they always start with his eyes on the sparrow. I don't know if it's the range in that Joker, but most of them do. So without any further ado, I want to bring on our very special guest, Natasha Mosley.
Hey.
Hey, Miss Natasha, how are you?
Virtual hand claps going out to you, Tosh.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you. It's so
Absolutely,
funny you
absolutely.
said most of them start off with singing his eyes on a sparrow. That's very true because I know I did.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So tell us. I know there's a lot that goes into who Natasha Mosley is, right? But give our listening audience a kind of a short bio on who's Natasha Mosley.
Well, like you said, my name is Natasha Mosley, a singer-songwriter, born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, Gwinnett County to be specific. And I've been singing and songwriting for a long time. I grew up singing gospel music, grew up singing in church. Um, I eventually, started singing secular music because, I just feel like, I'm a little bit older now. I'm at high school, time for me to start singing about different things,
Now let me ask you this before you go on. So start singing gospel music means that you was in the church, right? And me being a son and grandson of a preacher man, right? I spent a lot of time in church. So is that your story, or were you just kind of one of them? I visited and I sung because I was good at it.
No, like my parents, they weren't deacons or nothing, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like that.
Deacon Mosley over there and handing out the
No, it wasn't
hotcakes.
nothing
I
like
got it.
that. We was just good Christian people, you know what I'm saying? Going to Christian church. I knew how to sing. It's in my family tree. On my mom's side, we got Betsy Smith. On my dad's side, we got I forgot the two brothers' name, but they're tap dancers. And they're Mosleys. And they
Really?
famous from like back in the day. I forgot their name though. But I'll think about it when it comes back to me. But yeah, like that's what I've been doing, singing and writing.
Hell, you got any questions before I jump on to these next ones?
No, sir. Keep it pushing, brother. Keep pushing.
All right. So Natasha, one of the reasons you're on here, we were supposed to have you several months ago, but you had a urgent situation that took priority over the radio show. You're a new mother. Right?
Yes, I remember my baby had a fever. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
your
During
baby
the
is sick.
pandemic, OMG, I flipped out.
I could imagine, right? So tell us a little bit about you're a new mother, right? You know, what I mean, it's been months, several months now, but you're still considered a new mother. So what's that been like?
It's been amazing. It's definitely a journey, a good journey. I feel like my daughter has matured me in a lot of ways, and I'm learning right along with her. It's a great journey. It's really great.
So does that lead to some of your inspiration to the new music that you got coming up, or has anything changed in that area?
Mm. She definitely has a major big influence on the new music. Especially with this new song that I'm about to drop on Friday. Like my best year has a lot to do with my daughter.
My best year. I was leading right into that, and I'm glad you jumped on that. Right, so you have a new single coming out on December 3rd, correct? Which is
Yes.
this coming Friday.
Yep.
So can you? I know we can't play it yet because it don't drop till Friday, but can you give us some little snippets of what we can look forward to?
You want me to sing the song and give away the goodness before the song
No,
even
you ain't
comes
gotta
out?
sing it. Just kind of give us a little bit of
A taste, a little taster. You know, like a little sample,
A little,
little.
little,
uh, uh, little something.
Let me see if I can sing a part that's not going to give away the song.
Think on it.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do that, but you know what I can do? I can sing you another song.
Now we're somewhat of a family radio station because the one that I know you the most for, we don't want to do that one yet, right? Hey, if you could do that without because I've heard it clean-ish, ish. That's all I can really give it is clean-ish. Because you can really clean that
Clean-ish.
joke
Even
up.
the clean version is clean-ish.
Yes. So can you give us just a little listening audience a little taste so they know that you're not all auto-tuned?
Okay, so which one you want me to sing?
You know what I want to hear? I'm gonna challenge you a little bit because you're a little bit older than when you was doing it before. I want to hear the first verse of His Eyes on the Sparrow. Hey, because that changes, the older you get, that changes a little bit.
It does. Okay. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, a constant friend is He.
Mm-mm-mm.
I need to keep going.
His eyes on the woo. I got you. Where's that eye at? Somebody tell me where that eye's at. Huh? Where's that eye?
Is on the sparrow, and I know He watches me.
I feel like Dunnits off of that. I don't remember what movie that was. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That's what I want to hear.
You done took him
So
straight to church.
straight to church, right? And I need a little Jesus in my life. You know what I mean? I
Thank
need a
you,
little
Lord.
Lord in
Amen. We
my
all
life.
do, don't we?
Because boy, I'm one of them behind closed doors, man. I be hoping that door stay closed, right? You know what I mean? Life is. So December 3rd, on what platforms can our listeners look for it?
Every platform. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Anything you could think of, the music gonna be there.
It's gonna be there, huh? It's gonna be there. So let's earlier you mentioned songwriter, right? And nowadays with the way the industry's kind of set up, that's where the real money is, right? In the songwriting and the royalties from your publishing and things of that nature. So can you give us a little bit of a little resume on who all you wrote for and with?
Me.
You
I
wrote
placed all
for it.
my own songs with
You
me.
write all your own songs?
Well, anything that I wrote on, I sung it.
Absolutely. 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 So who have you worked with? I guess I'll put it like that.
Shoot, I've literally worked with a little bit of everybody. I worked with Gucci Man, I worked with Tyga, I worked with YG, I worked with Cash Doll, I worked with Jeremiah and Lil Wayne, and who else? Who else? Young Dro. Who else? So many different other people. I worked with a lot of people.
Yeah, that and that Jeremiah song is the one I've been talking about. When I talk about it, it's kind of, you know what I mean? You could kind of clean it up. But your part's not really bad. Like your part's not bad. It's like verbiage wise, it's not bad. But if you listen to the whole song, I wouldn't let my kids listen to it.
Right,
Right?
no.
I was at it, right? You
I
know
don't think
that's
I wouldn't ride in it with my daughter. Especially like when she starts understanding words. She's like, "Mommy, what'd you say?" I'm like, and that thing, I said absolutely nothing.
right. I wasn't talking about nothing. I wasn't talking about nothing, sweet. So let's dive into something a little more. Um, I don't want to say more serious, just kind of more of a serious tone, right? So you've been in the entertainment industry for a while, right? Putting out music and working with all these different artists. Um, the question I want to ask you is, what are your thoughts on mental health? And I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna compartmentalize it by different sections. So, mental health in the entertainment industry.
What is my
What,
take on mental health in the
yes,
music entertainment
what are
industry?
your thoughts on? Do you think that it's something that's taken seriously, or do we as a society need to put more salt into it?
I feel like, especially in the music industry, it is taken seriously because we're artists and we're sensitive about our stuff.
Uh, yes,
Like
ma'am.
for like you know, and like it's important and it needs to be more recognizable. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, like you could tell somebody is kind of going through it, and sometimes they wear it really well. So okay, I was about to say I didn't see myself.
No, you were there. You were just the only one. So the so you think the industry, the music industry now takes it very seriously.
Yes, I think they do because it's like look at what's going on around us. So many artists, even artists, are like just really going through it, and they have lots of people, young people that look up to them. So if you have the platform, use it for something good and inspire people to, do better, think better, be positive.
So as a fan, um, it appears that the public, they just want what they want, right? That they want you to provide that product, and it sometimes they seem to treat you like a product. They want you to go out there and perform this song. They don't seem to care. My baby has a fever,
Mm,
right? They don't seem to care. My vocal cords are strained, right? They don't seem to care. My feet hurt, right? You
right.
know what I mean? These things, as a consumer, are things that for a while I didn't think about. Just being completely transparent, and it seems like a majority of society feels that way. So you being on that side and hearing that the industry is taking it seriously, because that could put a lot of strain on you, right, as an artist, because you're trying to give your best all the time to every person out there, because you care about the fans, right? I watch you on Instagram, and you care about the people who tune in, right? You're laughing with them, you're talking to them. Sometimes the little boys get out of hand, and then you cut them off and only get the girl on there. But that's you on your platform well, right? Because you did that to me, and I was like, I ain't that little boy, but all right, right?
I'm sorry. I'm so
No, that's
sorry.
cool. I came on too late, but anyway, um, you show care and compassion for the masses, right? And it's apparent.
Oh, thank
So
you.
I just hope that you feel the same from your fan base, not just like they're looking at you as a product, but as Natasha, the mother of the young baby. you know what I mean, the sister, daughter, whatever, you know what I mean, you have in your life to these people because you're a person, not just a product.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. So now I want to pivot a little bit. Now this gonna go. I'm not trying to get political, but mental health as a Black female.
Hmm.
How do you think that is taken in our society?
I think now that is being taken a lot better than it was.
Right.
Um, like for instance, like what Summer Walker is going through, it has been put all out on the like for everyone to see.
Right.
So it's like now we understand why she's acting the way she acts or what she's going through. You know what I'm saying? And it's like as artists, we all going through stuff.
Right.
So why not put it in your music? Give them something to talk about anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm be crazy. I ain't gonna be crazy by myself. Y'all gonna be crazy right along with me.
Right. Right. I understand that because my youngest son is dabbling in the music end too, and a lot of his songs are expressing whatever he's going through in his life at that time, right? He's recently out of high school, so his music is a little different than what yours is going to be because his life experiences are a little different, right? You have a different pool to pull from, where he's talking about, what these kids talking about, right? You
Right,
know, you may cater a little bit toward the youth, but your experience base is going to be different.
right.
So how have you seen? That leads me to my next question. How have you seen the music industry change since you started in it back in, Lord Jesus? Let me look and see when I think I had when you started. You can tell me. 2013?
15.
15, 2015. Oh, my eyes tripping. I wear these things and sometimes they get a little. So 2000 since 2015 to now, how has the industry changed from your point of view?
It has changed drastically. I remember when I first came out, there weren't many singers. It was all
Hmm.
about the rap. And I was the only singer that was like kind of like around. And it was different because I was dominated. I was being dominated by all these males in the music industry, male singers, male rappers, all of that. So I got looked over a lot. But now that R&B is coming back, you have other artists like Naomi, Chloe, Summer Walker, Seven Streeter, who else? Name them all. They're opening up doors for all of us now, and now everybody's like, okay, R&B's back because everybody thought R&B was dead.
Right.
There was a point in time everybody thought R&B was dead. R&B has definitely came back, and I'm all here
Absolutely.
for it. So it's been a major change, but ain't nothing new under the sun. It's a revolving door. We was gonna come back around at one point.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm gonna ask one of the questions I know everybody asks you, right? What are some of your influences musically?
My influences. I love Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Brandy, Tamia, Neo, Tank, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake. Who else? I love all of them. I could keep going because I listen to
Uh,
all of them.
right. So you pull from all of them too, huh?
Yes.
I'm intrigued to hear this song. I know we gotta wait a few days. Tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow at midnight.
So is it tomorrow at midnight or tonight at midnight? Because today is the second.
Wait, so ain't tomorrow Friday?
Tomorrow's Friday, so is it today midnight?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
at
so it
the
is
end of
tonight at
tonight?
midnight. Oh, okay.
So tonight at midnight, everyone, if you just catching this, Friday morning at 12:01, My Best Year by Natasha Mosley, dropping on all platforms, every single one of them. If you have it, it's dropping on it, right? Unless you created it yesterday and then, we don't know nothing about your platform. That it'll get to you later, right? You know what I mean? But
Right.
every available platform, it'll be out at 12:01 tonight, which is today is the second. Friday morning, 12:01, all platforms. Download it, buy it, stream it, get it anyway.
All
Now,
of that.
that brings up another question for me that I hadn't really thought about. How does it matter whether they download it on Apple Music if they got just the Apple, they pay for the monthly subscription, or if they buy it on Amazon Music? Does that matter in how it benefits you?
Nope. As long as you listening to it. As long
long
as you are listening to it.
Absolutely. But because I remember back when what was that site? Was it wasn't was it Spotify?
When?
It was, man, I'm old, right? So it was back when everybody was like burning music off. It was before everything ended up on like Apple Music and stuff. It was what was the name of that?
LimeWire?
Yeah, something like LimeWire, but it was right before LimeWire. Is the one I'm
Okay.
thinking of, but LimeWire is the same process. So I know that was hurting artists, bottom line, right, back then. So, but with these new platforms, it's not the same, right?
Say that one more time.
That the little one?
Couldn't hear you. Hold on, my daughter walked in here.
Where the baby at? Show everybody the baby if you can. I think I seen. I don't know if you want your baby on screen, but
I
so
couldn't hear you. Can you repeat that one more time? Come get her.
where the baby at?
Abella. Okay. Can you close my door? I'm sorry. I thought he was gonna bring her over here. Thank you.
It's all good. So I was asking when they was doing that LimeWire, that was hurting people's bottom line. But this like Apple Music and Amazon Music, where people are just paying a subscription and they could download as much as they want during that. That's a different process for y'all, right?
Yeah, but like if you sign up with the people that go and collect all your stuff, like either way, it all come to you. You know what I'm saying? Like a percentage of it I'm not saying all of it, but a percentage.
Right. You ain't saying you get all the bag, right? Every penny we put in, you getting, right? But you get a percentage of it.
Yeah.
Well, let's not forget this too, that back in the days, let's say 10, 15, 20 years ago, it was about record sales. You going and actually buying a physical copy of that record, right?
Right.
Now it's about streams. And this is crazy because that we walked into this conversation. I just seen some post today where Big Boy from Outkast had posted Outkast's streams up until this point, and it was like a crazy amount of millions of dollars, as well as Big Boy's streams being a crazy amount of millions. Now, everybody knows back then, who Outkast was. They were diamond artists. Every time they basically dropped a record, but even still, with them not having out any current music as a group, their streams are still growing in the millions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's now compared to then was, you actually had to go in and buy a physical copy of the record. Now you get on all these platforms, and the youth, the people, your fans, they can upload your music, and you generate income by the streams now.
Yep. Just from them listening. That's what I was like. Even if you don't buy it, if you listening, that's good. It's still good.
Absolutely. So we want to run that song up, right? We want to run that single up because we can't talk about the album coming yet. But when that joker come, we want to run that up too, right? We want to make sure we support this queen of ours, right? That is bearing her soul to us through a gift that God gave her, right? We want to make sure that we capitalize on that and support those who support us.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Natasha, I want to ask you a question, if I can, real quick, Pete.
go ahead.
What is your insight on albums now? You know, is it I guess a worthwhile situation for an artist now to put all their time and money and effort into creating an album compared to now just coming up with a hot single that might take you from being a nobody name to all of a sudden a superstar? I mean, is it worthwhile nowadays to create an entire album compared to a couple of singles?
Yes, it definitely is. It's definitely worth creating an album because, like, just because you think a song is a single don't mean that everybody else is gonna love that song like how you loved it. Everybody else is probably not gonna think it's a single. Um, like the last song of mine that went viral, it wasn't a single. And that's just what I'm saying nowadays. I know back in the day it was a little different, but nowadays, like, just put out an album and let the fans decide what they like. Because all it takes is one person, one popular little kid to like your song and do a dance to it. Millions of other kids are gonna do the same thing, and now your song is trending. A song you ain't even think was gonna be the one just because of a line or a bar or something cool you said. Like, just put the album out.
Yeah, it's dope.
Just put the album out. So what song was that? If you want to tell our audience that may not be, they may be new to Natasha Mosley.
It's a song on my first album called Love Me Later. Mind you, I put that album out like years ago. Like in 2000, when I put the album out in 2015 when I first started. It was my very first album.
And it's called, say that one more time.
The album is called Rose Hall and the song was called Live Forever.
Live Forever.
No, I'm sorry. The album was called Rose Hall. The song was called Love Me Later.
Love Me Later.
Yeah.
Now, tell us what that's about.
Love Me Later is basically about I was, dealing with this guy and I was really in love with him, but he just wasn't ready to love me at the time. And I was just being like a little fool. And then you could love me later, I guess. And then when he was ready to love me later, I had already been moved on to the next one. And he's still loving me later to this day.
He messed around and he let that one go. Thought it was sweet. Thought it, took for granted.
Yeah, I'm the one that got away.
I hear it, and it sounds like a true story because the way you was looking around, like you was remembering that dude. Like, okay, yeah,
it is a true story.
That's what. Yeah, you was like, man, yeah.
That is a very true story. I was like, man, I was devastated. And that was my very first time going to LA. I couldn't wait to get off the plane. I'm gonna write about this.
See, that's good. Well, I'm not saying it's good that you went through it, but it's good that you went through it. So we got some good music out of it, though.
Right.
I'm not asking for your suffering. I want to be clear about that. But if you're suffering that's temporary, give us some long-lasting, forever music. Go ahead and go through that just a little bit, right? Go on, deal with that just a little bit and give us that funk, right? We enjoy that. Kale, I know you done thought of something while you're on the road.
Always. So I guess for those that's tuning in, the listeners and the viewers, even though my screen is black with a white circle around it, we have a special guest today. Tell us, Natasha. So are you originally from Atlanta? Did I hear that correct?
Yes, well, Gwinnett County.
Okay, because Atlanta has been the mecca, so to speak, of premiering and growing and having a lot of artists come out of that area.
The culture.
In 2021, do you still see Atlanta as being the pioneer to music?
Yep, I sure do. I definitely do. Atlanta's so lit. We outside even when we ain't supposed to be outside. We still outside.
So what is it about Atlanta that makes Atlanta the home or the mecca of music?
Like when they say Atlanta is running the culture right now, it is literally running the we are really running the culture right now. And I feel like it's because like Atlanta's just so full of different type of people. So I honestly I can't even put my finger on it. I have no idea. But I do feel like in the near future, Atlanta's still gonna be the hub of music.
I mean, you Atlanta has a lot of icon pioneer producers and entertainers, that's been blazing the trail, man. When it comes to pretty much all genres. And so I know you said earlier about R&B being back or kind of taking its turn in the circle. Do what is the difference, I guess, between, let's say, 10 years ago R&B compared to the new 2021 22 version of R&B? Because there's a lot. It seems like there's a lot of sampling going on from like our classics. That we're now the newer artists are sampling from the 90s and the 2000s. Um, what do you see as being the difference now?
I feel like I don't know, like when a song is a good song and you know it was a hit and you know you can remake it, it's almost like a cheat code. Like I knew this song was gonna do good because it already did good. So now let me see if I can make it do good again, but just put my little spin on it. So I mean, it's all different type of ways to go about it, but like I said, like I feel like it's all coming back around because now like the old school R&B is kind of coming back a little bit. You got all these different types of R&B and it's all being accepted. And I mean, I don't know. I think that I don't know with the way technology is going and the way with the human race is going and how humans are going in general, like I don't even know what to expect. Okay, like Facebook done turned their whole thing. You can make avatars now on Facebook. Like you could be a whole creature and live in your whole own world. Like you don't even have to be yourself. Like
That's factual.
and the same thing is going on with the music. It's like, man, I have no idea. Only thing I could do is look forward to it and keep up.
You got to
Yeah, you
keep
said
up.
yeah, you said
Go ahead.
something very stay trending.
Gotta keep up.
See, the weird thing, Kale, about you being on the road like that is I can't catch your facial expressions when you're done. So now I got to pause and wait to see if you're gonna say something else. But so Natasha, um, out of all the artists that you've worked with, and all the artists that you said you pull from, who give us like three artists that you haven't worked with yet that you're looking forward to or interested in working with?
Beyonce, Ariana Grande, Tank,
You said Tank was the last one.
Tank.
I think you just want to be in the video with Tank, but that
That's true.
hey, I ain't trying to get you in trouble or nothing, right? You know what I mean? But that's I can definitely see all three of those. What
Yeah.
type of music would it be? I mean, I'm kind of Beyonce. What type of song in your head would it be?
I was thinking it'd be more of a like you must not know about me. You must not know about me. I'm thinking more like that one with Beyonce.
Uh huh. So the next one was Grande.
Ariana Grande, a
Hmm.
ballad for sure.
Some
Me and
some something
Ariana
for
would
us.
do an amazing ballad.
Yeah, something for us. That'll be something for us. Now Tank would probably be something for the ladies. I can already see that. That'd probably be
Something sexy.
We wouldn't even want to watch that one.
That
That wouldn't be something we want to see. We'd be like, all right, hey, that Joker jump. You know what I mean? It got a hot track, but man, I ain't watching that.
Yeah, right.
That's doing too much, right? that one, I could definitely see. Those three would be dope. I can definitely see that happening. Now, as an industry artist, for our those who are up and coming or trying to be up and coming, what would be, and I know I'm throwing a lot at you, 3 pieces of advice that you'd give, other than being trendy, because they haven't become trendy yet, right? So what would be 3 pieces of advice that you give them?
So I always say this. Keep God first because that's very important.
Amen.
I always say keep God first. Stay true to who you are. Be who you are. Don't be nobody else. Don't let nobody persuade you into being anybody else, anything different, anything like that. None of that. And that comes with being original. Being original, and just staying positive because a lot of times we can get discouraged, and that's the main time where you want to just give up. But like when you just control your mind and know that what your goal is and what your purpose is, and continue to stay positive, and know that you'll never know what happened if you gave up. If I gave up singing, I don't know what would have happened if I didn't keep going. So I keep going.
Absolutely, absolutely. Kale, give me a follow-up while I type this up real quick.
I don't know so much about a follow up, but I like Natasha's vibe. Kind of how it seems to me, and this is my perspective. That through life and through experience and through becoming a new mom,
Bless you.
that
Thank
you
you.
have a different lens on life,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm sure that's probably what you're going to display on your music now. The kind of the growth, the evolution of you, because we understand that the early R&B, like the 80s and 90s, was love and embracing and touching each other's soul. And then as time goes on, you get to the 90s and the 2000s, you kind of get to a little bit more like, hey, show me your chest, you got my shirt off, that type of thing. And then now we're kind of into the whole era of just, it's just explicit, just in your face. It ain't really no, you're not really leaving anything to the mind to kind of, like, let me picture that. It's all right there, boom. So I'm asking, this will be my question to you is, has your music evolved in that sense? Because we've gone through different eras with this, being that you've been an artist since 2015. And we're saying that R&B is back. Are you more on the embrace, like, touch your soul heart R&B, or is it more like kind of classy, sexy, risque sound?
My R&B is fun. It's sexy. It's young, and it is like I don't know. Like I feel like at this point in my life, like I don't know. I just felt like before, like when I was younger, I was still trying to figure it out. And a lot of women, especially in their 20s, they're still trying to figure it out. And it's like, oh, I need to have this and I need to have that by this time. And then when that doesn't happen, it's like, dang. Sorry.
No, you
I'm going
good.
down the hill. But it's like, no, you don't have to have it all figured out. Okay, yes, that would be nice if you do, but you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're living life. It don't come with no rules for real. Ain't nobody telling you how to do this and how to do that. Like, live your life. It don't matter what this person think about you or what that person think about you. Do you have fun? Like, that's what my music is about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was tired of being like Be this way, be that way, or I was trying to be good for you, but it didn't work out. No, now I'm sad. It's like, man, forget that.
Hey, Natasha. So our violator DJ partner, DJ Super, out in Jersey, said that he tuned in from Jersey. He driving around. He out heading from a gig.
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're gonna definitely have to make sure they get this single. I'm sure you have the press kits, the DJ kits, right? So we can make sure that they get it out there, out in the Philly area. DJ Super and DJ Reds, our violator DJs out that way. DJ Ree out in Illinois, the Fleet DJs. I mean, we got, they all over the place, right? So we're going to make sure they get that music, right? So that they can play it in their mixes and all that, right?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments. Yes, of course. I will have everything ready to go.
Yep. So he said, send the record over clean and dirty. You know what I
I
mean?
got you.
They want to get it in. They want to get it in. So I'll make sure you get it through our guy Big Czar, who ain't on the screen but tuned in. We ain't got him on the screen. He over there making funny faces. I'm the only one can see him. But I see.
You know what?
Czar's
The thing
still
about
with
this
us.
new song is there is no dirty version.
Ooh. So
Ain't no
it's
dirty version. This
so
song
fresh
is clean
and
as a
clean.
whistle.
We talking about Outkast, ATL's finest. So as we come towards the end of our hour, tell everybody your social media.
So on my social media is Natasha Mosley. That's NATASHAMOSLEY. That's on YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, any platform. If you go on the computer and Google and type in Natasha Mosley, you're going to see my music.
Make sure I got this right so I ain't tripping. Hold on. So that's it down there. Do you see it at the bottom?
NATASHAMOSLEY. All social media. Yes.
All social media. Tap in. You know what I mean? I don't know if her social media is already tapped out because she do got a lot of people following, man. When I say a lot of people, it's hard to get in on them comments. Like I don't even think she reads them all because they come so fast, right? You know what I mean? I was jumping in, like I was trying to jump in, like, hey, look forward to seeing you on the show. By the time I got to she had jumped to the next 30 messages. But that's what
Oh,
happens, right?
thanks.
So everybody, make sure at midnight tonight with 12:01, as soon as it drops on all media platforms, My Best Year single dropping tomorrow, December 3rd, 2021, on all platforms. It's a hot single. I ain't heard it yet, but I trust the people who I heard it from. Right?
I'm
It's
trying
gonna
to tell
be
you, it's very nice, and it's for the season. It's for the season.
It's for the season, absolutely. Well, it's been a crazy season. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been one of them seasons that's been up and down and up and down. You mentioned COVID earlier today. That word. I don't even know if I want to say it anymore. That word,
Yeah.
right? That we got a new variant, a Marion or something. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a Marion. It's like Ambercron. What is it?
I said, "Oh, you silly." He's talking some Omarion.
I think it. I have not. I don't know. I was about to say something, but I don't got it. I don't know.
I think it's Ambercron. Like it sounds like a transformer,
Like
right? But
Omicron. Yep.
Armacron.
That's
With an O.
lit.
Scoop said he just followed you on IG. So you will see DJ Super on your
Okay.
IG follows. That's our guy, right? I mean, 30 years strong. Well, 20 years strong. Violator DJ all over the place. Playing in London. Um, they got it all over, right? So make sure you lock in with him, Czar and Natasha. Kale, do you have any closing questions or comments?
Man, I just really hate that we couldn't get the green light on the premiere, man. The kind of exclusive But we understand. We understand the protocol. So once this thing drops after midnight, we love to have you back so you can talk about the single in its entirety. Without all the red tape. So we can get a little bit more in depth about the song.
Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry, you guys. That's messed up.
We understand. We get it though.
It is what it is, right? The industry is what it is, right? We can't. So I was mentioning this earlier, right? I'm a guy, right? And I'm securing my manhood. Everybody know that, right? Everybody who know me know that. I was commenting on your nails because at one point that's all I could see because we was trying to get the audio together. Show everybody them things you got on them hands. Bring them a little closer to the screen.
I was like, look, let me see my hands ashy.
Got them, Lord Jesus, you got claws. Nope, over there. There you go. So it looked like they got some zebra stripes on them. What you got going on there?
They're like little animal print thingies.
Oh, little animal prints. Okay, so who's your? We got 3 minutes, rapid fire. Who's your stylist?
Shoot, I just depend on what I'm doing.
Wherever you at, huh? Got it. Who's your nail tech? Who's the best? Who's your favorite nail spot?
So the girl that did this was my first time going to her. Her name was Gabby, and I'm gonna go back to her. So I would say her.
So chick named Gabby. Okay. I already asked about the salon, didn't I? That was the first question.
No. You said stylist, but who does my hair?
Yes.
I go to a Dominican salon. It's called Somi's Dominican Salon.
Dominicana.
I got a question. Favorite studio?
Patchworks.
Favorite producer? I'm putting him on blast.
Big Czar.
We know
that. No, y'all. Hey, Czar, quit laying down. Hey, I got to bring you on for a minute, man. I know I wasn't
What
right.
in the world? What is y'all trying to do?
Hey,
now look now.
Hey, world.
I gotta give a shout out.
Czar the last
I
time
gotta
he
give a
came
shout out
on.
to my boy Zaytoven, man. He been looking out for me, man, for years. And Natasha got a whole project with Zaytoven, man, called Natoven. It's Natasha and Zay name put together, Natoven. And that bad boy coming out next year, bruh. Now, that's one of her favorite producers for real, bruh. And
Zay's amazing.
He 10 toes down with us, bro. You feel me? So I ain't gonna take all the credit, but I know one thing: Zay one of her favorite producers too, bro. But I'm blessed.
Yes, that is very, very true. Special shout out to Zaytoven because he's like freaking amazing.
Shout out to Zay.
Zaytoven. But I do know Zara. You one of her favorite people because she follows you around everywhere I see. Zara's being,
I follow her. Yeah, she is like the little pit bull, like the little boss, the little Al Capone, she run it. She run it, G. She run it, dog.
I probably shouldn't have said follow her around. I should have said y'all run together. That's actually
we run
better
together.
how
We
I
run
see
together.
it, right?
Yeah, we
y'all run together. Y'all cable toes, and some other people gonna catch that, but y'all ain't gonna catch that one. So sorry, I'm about to put you down again. So Natasha, any final words for your fans before you tap off?
No, I mean I just want to tell everybody make sure at midnight you listen to my new song. And that's it. Follow me on all social media. Keep God first. Do you? Don't let nobody check you, boo. And that's it. We out this thing.
And we out. Kel, we gonna end it. Thank you. We out. Thank you, Natasha.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Catch you later. We out.
Bye.